Around 300 delegates gathered for the World National Oil Companies Congress. They heard about the new world oil order in both supply and demand.
On the demand side, bulk of the growth of oil coming from the new actors. If you look at the last 2 years, more than 80% of the growth in oil production came from China plus India plus Middle East countries. The time of the OECD countries, US, Japan, Europe, driving the growth is passé, it is over. And on the supply side, as we will discuss in a minute, we expect the bulk of the growth in the future will come from the national oil companies, and the contribution in terms of the actual growth to the production from the IOCs will be on the secondary stage.
Future oil demand growth is also predicted as more Chinese people start buying cars.
As a result of this increasing car sales and car ownership, which is very normal, with the increasing income levels, one of the first things the Chinese do, or Indian, and as the OECD countries have done in the past, which is very normal, very legitimate, to buy cars for convenience reasons, for prestige reasons, and so on. And we think that this will boost the oil demand.
The president of OPEC called for developing nations to be helped to make the most of their precious resources.
These countries have every right to benefit as best they can from the natural resources that lie within their national borders. This, after all, would reflect what has been happening since the dawn of time.
He also wants international and national oil producers to work together to benefit each other.
If, as is usually the case, it is handled in a framework of harmony and cooperation within the industry at large, it can result in a win-win situation for all parties.
The oil industry is aware of the need to change and adapt if it's to meet future supply and demand.
In the downstream, both domestic